What's going on, guys? I want you to check this out. You should find this inspirational because this is what you will be achieving for yourselves in the near future. On Monday, I took a trade on Nvidia. Right now, it's Wednesday, the 26th of June. That trade is up $6,297 in profit. Now, it's not just me that made money on that trade. There are hundreds of other members in my community that took that same trade and they're doing phenomenal, right? They've made phenomenal profits, but more on that in a minute. Because I want you guys to understand that life for me hasn't always been like this. Just like you, I'm a real person and I have gone through difficult and challenging situations in the past. Just like you guys will have done or are going through right now. I'll give you an example. 2016, I'm going into the office on my job. It's the morning time, couple of minutes in, sit down and my desk phone rings. On the other line, I hear Sankey come into this meeting room. I get in, there's the two heads of the firm there, and they just slide me an envelope. And in that envelope is a termination of contract letter. Right? They didn't really say anything, they didn't say nothing at all to me. And then myself and those who got cut from the firm were just escorted off the building, never to re-enter again. Okay. Now, this was the most challenging time in my life because it was a time where now I had no income. Now I am up to my eyeballs in debt. I've lost everything, my apartment, friends, family members. It's a real tough time and I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. It's a time when I'm really questioning everything and I have no answers. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to what I've just said, where you're in a position and you feel stuck. You're in a position and you don't have the answers. You want to do better for yourselves. You want to make more. You want to elevate in your lives so you can provide for those that you care about. But you're just not able to do that because you don't have the answers and the solutions that are going to get you there. That is the exact situation I was in back in 2016. Now, as someone who's come out of the other side of that and someone who clears 20 to 30,000 in profit from the market per month consistently, I feel I have a duty of care to help those who are in my situation back in 2016, who just don't have the answers, who are lost, who are struggling, who feel like the forces are against them, because that's the exact same position I was in and I know exactly how it feels. Guys, that situation taught me two things about this world, and that is, number one, the life that you truly want for yourselves, your employer is never going to give it to you. That $3,000 per month that they will be giving you, that's not enough to produce the life that you want, where you are living in true abundance and you can care and look after those that you truly love. The second thing it taught me, guys, is you are replaceable at a flick of a switch. That means that you're always going to be operating in scarcity. It taught me two very powerful lessons about this world. I want you guys to be unleashing your true potential. Right? As we're moving through 2024, a lot of you guys, if you're true and honest with yourselves, your life looks exactly the same, if not even worse than it did at the start of this year. That is a situation that I want to help you guys re-engineer. I want you guys to have the best 2025. So I want you guys where 2025 looks nothing like 2024. The thing is, very few people in this world know about the options market. And that is a shame because it is no surprise that the options market has completely changed the script on my life. And there is no reason why it shouldn't do the same for you. And I'm here to help you guys do that. Where now you're no longer relying on one individual to determine the course of your life, how much freedom and flexibility you have, what you can buy, what class you're in this world, to a position where you now have the tools and the power where you're able to now operate on your own terms, where you're able to generate money in abundance, which has multiple benefits which go without saying. Okay, guys, in our lives, there are a few situations where we have these fork in the road events. Okay, only a couple of times. It's like God will sprinkle a few opportunities in the course of our lives. Most people, when these opportunities present themselves, they just completely ignore them, right? Nah, not interested. But it's about taking these handful of opportunities that are given to you, and they just, again, re-engineer the course and the path of your life. I'll give you guys an example. Back in 2011, right? This was the first opportunity that God just put on my path, right? I was still in school doing my A-levels. I remember I was walking through the library. On the desk was an Economist magazine. This was pre-social media times. On the front cover was Bitcoin, right? I looked at it and I said, nah, not interested. Guys, that opportunity, because I passed up on it, it meant that my net worth, as we're speaking today, would have been 8 figures rather than 7. Now, it took 6 years later for the next opportunity to be presented to me, and that was the introduction of the market back in 2016, which I took with full force, and now you guys can see the results of that, okay? Where we're here making $6,000 in just over 24 hours. And we do this all the time. As you see it all the time, you see me produce these level of profits pretty much every single week without fail. Now, this is available for you. You just have to take it on board, all right? And that is what I want to do. I want to help you guys because I feel like I have a duty of care to help those who are in a position of struggle, those who are feeling lost, those that don't have the answers, but those who want to unlock their true potential. And if you're watching me, you definitely want to do that. Let me just run through this trade real quick with you guys. A couple of things here, because this was a call option trade on Nvidia. As a matter of fact, the last video that I did, I told you guys where these stocks will be going, so it's no surprise that I entered into this trade. And got into the trade. End of the day, that's when I like to take my trading positions. Being in the game for 8 years, you see a lot of patterns, repeated events, and you're able to just refine and optimize your approach and strategy to the market. That's exactly what I did, guys. So average price, so entry price on this was $3.80. Current price, as we're speaking right now, is about $8. So that's over 100% return in a very short period of time. Now, the strategy that I use to take this trade is one that I've seen 40, 50 times over in the last 8 years. That's why it's powerful, because I'm taking these repeated events and these repeated strategies, guys. And that's all it is. That is all there is to it. It's a lot simpler than you think. Now, guys, in the last video, I gave you guys some predictions of where price will go. One of them was Nvidia. And you know my aim is to either give you price predictions or teach you guys something. So take a look. After doing this for many, many years and coaching thousands of people, get better at the markets and utilize the benefits that it presents you, what I realized is a lot of people get distracted, right, by noise and things that are out there. And one is the media. So when I'm coaching people, when I'm teaching people, I'm always hearing that their decisions are swayed by the media. So take a look at this. This was Nvidia. This was what the media was saying on Monday when I dropped that video. So saying most valuable company dethroned as 550 billion wiped off Nvidia. And what that's doing is it's creating a fear scenario in the market. So many beginners would have seen this and looked at this as a situation where they believed that Nvidia was going to continue to drop. they would have entered into a trade and they would have been wrong, because the very next day we had a massive spike up. That was the trade that I took. Look at the media today, or yesterday. Nvidia rebound after $500 billion slump. So now the media is positive. Can you see how you're just going to be pulled in all different directions if you are looking at the media and what they're saying? I don't look at the media at all. There's no article that influences any trading decision that I have in the market, and that should be the same for you. You should completely block out all the noise that is delivered by the media, and what that's going to do is it's going to instantly increase how much more successful you are on a repeated basis in these markets. Cutting out noise, cutting out distractions is just one of the key components to just reaching that level of expertise and excellence in this game. And that is exactly what you guys need to do from here on out, right? So whatever the media says, just cut it out. It's all noise. It is not relevant. You don't need it at all to make incredible trading decisions out there in the market. I'll catch you guys on the next one.